Happy New Year, everyone. Kayla here, and this is What the Kink. Yes, I know that this video is coming out, and we've been about a week into the new year, but you know folks are still telling you Happy New Year. Folks be saying Happy New Year like the whole first month. So I know that I am allowed to still say Happy New Year, okay? But anyway, welcome to my yearly hair update video. This is the one video where I got the length checks and all that kind of stuff going on. Speaking of length checks, let's talk about this year's end of year December link check situation. So I decided to make the link check look like the previous link check. And okay, first of all, let's talk about the struggle. Okay, first of all, I'm talking about I want to grow my hair to my elbow, and the elbow ain't even in the photo, sis. Oh my god. And then this frilly swimsuit, I forgot to pull the frills to the side. Girl, I need me a new swimsuit. Honey, child, the struggle. But I say struggle with a laugh. Like, I'm really not that pressed about it. But I saw those photos and I was like, girl. On a positive note, though, looking at the photos, can we talk about the hydration level of the hair in the most recent picture? Did you see how juicy that hair was? That's what I'm talking about. I do believe last time I had braids or something, or like my hair had been stretched out or something like that. And so, of course, my hair probably was a little drier just because it had been a while since I had got it under some water. And so that was what was happening. Whereas this most recent picture, you know, I've been wearing my wash and goes and doing my normal hair routine. I didn't do any special hairstyles this season. So that's why my hair probably looks more juicy, not because there's some great revelation or change to my regimen, which of course these videos do talk about regimen changes, and I will be getting into that. Let's talk about the true elephant in the room, though, is the length, right? I started the year at waist length. I'm ending the year at waist length, okay? And here I was talking about, I'm gonna grow my hair to my elbows, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know what? First of all, my arms are long. And I like was standing one day and I like squeezed. Let me show you. This is what I did. I was like, I put my arms here and I like relaxed and I like squeezed. And I was like, girl, that's hip length. Girl, so you trying to go from waist to hip. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. I don't know if maybe the way it looked in the link check photo, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this goal. But I was like, girl, that's a bit much. You're going from waist to hip length. There are a couple of things about that I have thoughts on. First of all, this is a short thought, so I'll do this one first. I don't think I desire my hair to be longer than hip length. You know, I really don't, because here's my thing, and this is me being a little funny, and no shade, because I know some of my subscribers do have hair that falls into this category. I ain't talking about you, I'm talking about me. But I don't want to grow my hair to a length that if I straightened it, I would have to move it out of the way to use the toilet. And I feel like that's tailbone. Like, you know what I mean? Tailbone is booty crack length hair, right? I don't want my hair to be that long. I have no desire. And I know, like, oh, but girl, your hair shrinks. Yes, okay? Shoulder length for life, okay? Even if I do get my hair to hip length, it's still going to be up here. It might come to an armpit length at that. My hair will always be fully visible in this camera, no matter how long it gets, because it shrinks a lot more than the newcomers to my channel think. They'd be like, oh, your hair don't shrink and blah, blah, because they see that I have a more wavy curl pattern, all that. Sis, this is the shrinkage. This is it. My hair is much longer than it appears, and it will always be within the frame of this camera. Always. And I've accepted that. My other thought about this length check. I now finally get what the hairstylists are saying when they're talking about not seeing hair growth in a linear way. When they talk about not chasing length, it's not because, like some people on the internet think, oh, they're saying that because they want to cut everybody's hair and because they're opposed to people wanting length, and because, no, it makes sense, because I am someone who gets the shape of my hair maintained by a professional, okay? So she cut my hair and then she took a picture with her iPad and showed it to me. I said, "Woo, that line so clean. Woo!" Child, and it was blended from front to back. It went swoop from left to right. And if you want that, yes, I'm getting really excited about how clean my hair was after that last haircut. It was so clean, y'all. Like now it's grown out a little bit, but you can still see it's manicured. You know what I mean? This is artificial, basically. And hair does not naturally grow into this shape. It does not naturally grow in the U shape that my hair is in. And so in order to maintain that, you're gonna have to cut some hair off. You know what I mean? And so every time I go to the salon and she reshapens up my hair and everything, it is longer than the last time. So my hair is still growing. She's not cutting me into maintenance or anything like that. My hair is indeed longer than every single time. But I'm not going to be able to sit here and be like the old days when I was cutting my own hair. It was like a linear sense, like, okay, this inch, okay, I'm going to hit this milestone, then I'm going to hit that milestone. I'm not going to be able to hit those as cleanly as I used to, because I am, on top of maintaining the health of my hair, I do like to maintain the shape of my hair. I just want the slightly longer version of that shape. And so it makes it a lot harder to seek length in a linear way. So with my hair length goal, I'm just going to have to table it and kind of have it in the background, because I'm not getting my hair cut to where it's shorter. Yes, in the length check photo, it's barely longer, but my hair is longer in the second photo or whatever. So my hair is going to continue to be longer. It's just not going to be that 6 inches, 5 inches a year that I used to have back when I was like doing these little micro trims and barely even cutting my hair in no regard to shape and so on and so forth. So I get it now. That fully makes sense to me, that I'm going to retain length, but it's not going to be in a linear way. I also want to talk about my haircut because I no longer make haircut update videos because nobody watch those. So I'm trying to make as few videos that people don't watch as possible. Let's keep it real. But here's what happened with my length that I've noticed, okay? The first time I got my hair cut, it was very much shaped. It was like that. It came in here and it kind of had a shelf where the bulk of the layers, kind of like the thickness of the hair, was kind of here. And then the year after that, when she cut it again, she didn't really recut the short layers. She just kind of cleaned up the bottom, and the layers, like, they visually dropped down. Like, I could see in photos of myself from the previous year to that year that all the face framing layers and stuff were just down. She did reestablish the face framing layers, but they were still much longer than the original haircut. And then this time that I got my haircut, she did not cut the front at all. So the front, y'all, this is the front of the hair. Like, she didn't cut it at all. It is very long. My hair at one point in the past used to be to my belly button, the front. And so if you don't trim this beast back, she will go there, okay? So the front of my hair is already like, oh, she ain't cut us, hey! That's what the front of my hair is doing. And she also did not cut into any layers at all in this last hair. Literally all she did was bevel the ends. That was it, okay? Only the ends got the cut treatment this time. And so now I have the bulk of my hair is like almost all here at the bottom. Like, my hair is one thickness. Guys, I have not experienced that in like my entire hair journey. When I first went natural, I cut my own hair behind the hairstylist because there was still straight pieces left. Y'all know how that goes. Then for years I maintained my own hair by cutting it myself, no regard to shape. Then of course, I just told you those 2 haircuts that she did, they were layers. This is the first time in my natural hair life since 2012 have I had almost all my hair the same length, natural, because my relaxed hair was all one length. And so it's like kind of like bulky at the bottom. I'm not going to take any action on that or do anything on it. I just think that perhaps I just need to adjust to it and just kind of let it grow down a little bit more. And I think that I will be more used to all of my hair being so bulky on the ends. Like, y'all saw, if you've been subscribed for a while, y'all saw how scraggly my hair was back in like, what, 2000, I don't even want to put a date on it because I don't know, 5-6 years ago. Before I privated those videos, some of y'all have been subscribed to me so long that I know you guys have seen those videos, and some of my recent videos have clips of those videos in it. I think there's specifically a video that's more recent, like in the last 2-3 years, where I'm talking about how I got my ends to be full after being scraggly. My ends are more full now, I think, than even than there was in that video where I was talking about it. So I am having to adjust to my ends being kind of big on the, like, it's kind of big. So the regimen updates, okay? There really aren't any regimen updates. I have kept my regimen the same for like the past 2 years now, but I did have a styling crisis. I had a wash and go crisis. Thankfully, I am now coming out of that on the other side. But I definitely was hating my wash and goes for a while, guys. I was not liking my styled hair. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a separate video that talks exclusively about this crisis, like what I did during that time and the result of that and why I wasn't liking my hair, and you know how I've come back around to liking my wash and go once again. So definitely gonna talk about that. But as far as the hair care part, we good. Now there is one change that I am making, and I'm finally cleaning up my hair gels. I'm finally cleaning up the gels that I use on my hair. I definitely was still an Eco Crystal Wetline Extreme user. I do not feel, because I know someone gonna comment, I do not feel that those things damaged my hair or anything like that, but I do enjoy how my hair shampoos off, how my hair rinses when I've used a more natural botanical gel, and I also like the finish on my hair a little bit better. So it's just a personal choice that I've made. I think that, can you Jennifer Rose it and style your hair with Eco Crystal? Absolutely. To this day, baby, if that's what you got access to, go get it, sis. Like, I'm not gonna shade anyone for using these gels that are lower quality, but I am happy that now I am finally, y'all saw what I bought during Black Friday. I am totally cleaning up my hair gels finally, and that is the main change that I'm gonna make for 2022. What are y'all's goals, okay? Y'all know that I do these videos every year, so I'm going to let YouTube pop that video right here for you guys to check out, and then I will let YouTube recommend another video right here so that you don't have to go, sis. You can stay on my channel. Subscribe. I post videos every week, and I'll talk to you in the next one.